got this one. Parabolic gonna go. Daniel looking to the inside. Martin looking for the outside for the better exit. Can't wait to see a photo finish. Daniel goes in, makes the move. Can Martin hold on? No, he can't. Is it gonna be a photo finish? I don't think so. Daniel Williams is winning it at Monza. Oh my God. And here we go. Ian Latz defending on the inside. Marley on the outside. It's 3 wide. 3 wide on the front straight. Jaden Harrison all over the rear of Danny this year. Danny has just a couple corners to go to call it victory. Jaden Harrison, he needs to dive at this time. It's a desperate dive, but he needs to keep it clean. The only driver that can challenge Raul Pratap throughout the back straight one final time. Killed out the Jamaican needs the ultra run of a lifetime. Can he get the slipstream? He dives it down low. Oh, he's getting closer. He is getting closer. Raul Pratap just a couple hundred feet from victory. Can he do it? I think he can. Kale pulls out. No, he can. Raul Pratap just gets it done. Who's it gonna be? Webster goes off the track completely. He saves it. Luca going around. Can he get the photo finish? Can we see it done? No, he doesn't. Tom whips it at Talladega. Go through here. Looks like Brandon is actually letting go of drivers. 3 wide in the back. They're almost 4 wide. As they all hustle through. On board with Kale now early on. Door to door. The Lexus is also in there. Martin Webster has the Ronnies on the inside. Can he get the move done without contact? Look towards the door. Can Cole follow through? Oh, they're both off the track. Where is Sean? There he is. Oh, but they're side by side. Both of them are they gonna sail through? Yes, they are. Side by side. Martin Webster. Can he get the move done? No, he can't. Oh, no, the brakes looking. Contact is made. Both drivers. One spins around. Moss in the lead, followed by Jaden Harrison, Stephen Paul's working into the end. Oswald Wilson, Tiago onto the inside of Oswald. Oh, it's contact. Straight to out. No, he doesn't. Great start coming from the Lancer as he barges through. Can he take the lead? DeVille on the inside. Contact is made. Martin sets his get back. DeVille trying to push off Jaden Harrison. But it is DeVille in the lead. Defends the inside. One start and then Martin on the outside. 3 wide. Around the second turn there. Webster now trying to find some feet. Settling in the background watching the action. Wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club's Race of Champions. We're at Charlotte for the next 2 weeks for the penultimate round of Race of Champions. The playoffs of Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club spanning throughout all year. It's the final 2 races of the season. Who is going to take it here today with a lot of brand new debut drivers clashing with the old school drivers? It's Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's the COCA-COLA 600. It's a race highly anticipated by all the members. NASCAR is back. Oval racing is here. Action-packed racing coming your way shortly. My name is Rahul Nasir from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, and welcome to the action. We welcome you out here as all the drivers are putting in their last bit of practice here. If this is your first stream here at CMRSC, we welcome you to some action-packed racing. Not all the time we go to the oval side of things, only for special occasions, and of course earlier in the season, our championship. Let's take it back, all the way back to the beginning of February. Of course, we had our second annual Daytona 500 virtual. We saw all these cars go at it in a 100-lap spectacular where it was only one man that came out on top with his first and only win. And you're looking at him, Brandon Smith, who had won the Daytona 500 on that fateful day. And although it was a one-time race the year before, this year it was a part of a booming championship. Round 2, we headed over to Auto Club in Fontana. Round 3, we headed to Phoenix in Arizona and then finished it off at Talladega. This time out, in Race of Champions, we add one final chapter to this story. And that is here, where the trailer lied for this championship at Charlotte. And a race I cannot wait for. Let's just look back at just the action we've had all year long, especially in this series. Every finish between first and second within a second, not including the Daytona 500. So very excited to see what these guys do around here. Charlotte is a very, very difficult oval here. You may look at this and you may think to yourself, what is so difficult about turning left 4 times for an hour? Well, there's a lot of things that go into oval racing. Going on board with Danny Nasir here. Of course, through these turns, you do have to let off, and it's the amount of braking, the amount of steering input you turn in, as Danny Nasir currently on hot laps right now, not worrying about tire wear. He's just swinging the wheel left and right. You don't want to be turning the steering wheel more than at least 45 degrees, no more than that. And that's how you save tires. Tires are so important, because in this race, once the tires go out, you're going to see sparks fly in the night here at Charlotte. And it's going to cause chaos. Pit stops and strategies are going to be very important out here this evening. It's going to be oh so important for the drivers to get right. Here we see Danny pulling it off the side of the track. Let's swiftly go through all the drivers we have out here for today. Newcomer Dante Ball from Argentina in the number 8 Hot Wheels. Currently leads us off with a 30.292. These times are just going to get closer and closer as we get to the beginning of qualifying in just 5 minutes. P2, our Viking, Klaus Klint there. A very successful campaign for him and his team Valhalla, the sister team Ragnarok. And of course, can't forget about Heimdall the third team in the Valhalla camp, but all owned by... Ooh, Cosly's just had a tank slapper on the wall there, but his main star driver is this one here, the youngster Martin Toth. Our youngest race winner, our youngest championship winner. You may notice he is one of 4 drivers on this list who have a little trophy icon. These are just the drivers who have qualified for Race of Champions. And he is also alongside Luca and Dretta. Of course, Luca, so far right now, completely dominating this championship. However, not finding the pace around here at Charlotte. It's going to be very interesting to see what he does out here. He is on the back foot. For this one, he's not looking as fast as he normally is, so it's going to be very interesting to see what he can pull out today. Danny Nasir up next. Of course, trailing Luca Andretta in P2 in the standings. He has looked to be the fastest driver on track, as well as Luca, over practice week. So we're going to see what both of them can do, maybe lining up the front row of this one here. DeVille Park next, the Jamaican. Here, looking very quick once more, sitting in some laps later on in the week, looking to be fair in the mid-ground. Of course, you want to be putting in lap times of low 31s, as he is doing. And that's going to be your race pace when you get that max fuel in. Martin Webster, the guy he's sitting in pits, as well with Lance Nasir. Then we have another newcomer, Lucas Laura from Germany, making his debut out here in Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Then we got Brandon Smith, of course, our Daytona 500 race winner. We could potentially see a couple more drivers hopping into the session, but 85 laps coming up shortly. I cannot wait. Let me see in chat. Shout out to you, Caitlin. What's up? You guys are in for an amazing race coming up here. NASCAR is honestly, it's very, very entertaining when you have packed racing all together. And of course, let's just break down how this race is going to work out here. So, of course, we have in NASCAR, if you did join us earlier in the year, you may remember the stages. The stages also award points, and they split the race up in different sections. So the first stage, as we would call it here, lasts from lap 1 to lap 20. Once we get to lap 20, the caution will come out where all the drivers will be packed together, making their pit stops and getting ready for the restart. So it'll be like a 20 lap dash sprint, and then that will resume on lap 25 going into lap 45. That's another 20 lap sprint. Then the final stage will be at lap 50 to 85, the longest stint where the tires are going to be stressed out. So we might potentially see some drivers coming in for mandatory tire changes, as strategy is really going to come into play towards the end of this race. But the first half of this race, I will say, is all about strategy. So everyone is going to be very careful with the tires. They're going to be racing hard for track position, but they need to be careful as Luca taps the wall. Does not save it, slaps it. Damage is up, so that's going to be a lot of body damage as he pulls over to the side of the track. He's going to take that one to the pits, as well as DeVille just ahead of him. So, with a minute left to go, let's hop into the voice chat. If you take a look at the top right-hand side of your screen, you're going to see in live text at live or radio. What is that? Great question. Once you hear a driver communicate, you're going to be able to see their name up there, so be able to see what the drivers are talking about and who is talking in general, just to free up some confusion. Let's hop in to voice chat right now.
Yeah, but the tires are not going to last anyway, based on what you guys are saying.
Exactly, it's not going to last.
All the drivers communicating about tire wear, I assume. Mic check, guys.
Mic check, you're here.
Thank you.
No, it would be you have to make a mandatory tire change once.
Well, you have to make a tire change in both stages, like during the stage caution. I'll go over that in more detail once we get to the end of practice here, and hopefully we can get a couple more drivers in here.
Caution, and there's no strategy with that.
The final stage will have strategy, because that'll be 35 laps. The tires can only last about 25. But you can split it up.
So hold on, we're running 50 to 85 laps?
85 laps, correct. So fuel-wise, I think it should hold about 87 laps. So you're able to put in fuel like maybe 5 liters per stop. Because you need to make 2 stops in this race. You need to make a mandatory tire change when we're in the stage 1 caution and in the stage 2 caution.
Wait, how many laps is the whole?
No, the pits will
The
be
whole race
open
is
during the
80.
caution.
Yes, when I open the pits. It's 85 laps. That's the whole race. That's how long it is. If you look at the if you go to announcements, I'm gonna announce everything at once in a minute or two. But if you look in the announcements now, you're gonna see where the stages are when they last. So just gonna give it like a minute or two. All right, with all the drivers very excited in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna refuel during the pit stops, but I've just figured out at a specific liters, so I'm just gonna run the car a bit lighter on the start, and every time I go pit, I have my liters set, so it's pretty much not more than the tires take. You know what I mean? So I'm lighter over the whole stint.
Yeah.
So that should work, hopefully.
So
What are you getting per lap, Luca?
there is your. Well, we'll meet the guys for a second. There is your standings for practice. So Dante Abel fastest with a 30.292, followed by Klaus Klint 30.325. Then Martin Toth up there as well. So very excited here. All the drivers, we're waiting for the countdown to go down. We have 35 seconds before we get into this.
I think I'll. Yeah, no, but.
Quick thing, guys, we're gonna quickly just refresh the server. So just leave out, guys. If you have your strategy you have to save, just save that.
How long is qualifying?
I'm just checking.
5 minutes. I'm gonna make it a single car. It's multi-car right now. I'm just gonna quickly change it over now. So I'm just gonna quickly pop it into
13.6
intermission.
Exit the server.
Yes, I'll let you guys know when to hop back in.
All right.
It'll be in like 2 seconds.
And my pit stop, when I do my pit stop, I got 13.6 laps for the liters.
Don't forget to carry the 1.
Times 3 equals 40.8
Martin helping out with the math there. All right, we're quickly on standby right here. We're going to be going into qualifying in just a moment.
Okay, so
here
then that means we'll have that minus 100, so that means my car I can run around 60 liters at the start of the race. And then I should be able, with the tire
server up.
Should work.
Just a 2-minute practice, just so I can get everyone in, and then we're gonna advance into qualifying.
Hell yeah! Strategy gonna play out well, hopefully. Gaining every advantage I can.
All right. So as all the drivers hop back into the session, we start qualifying. Just about now, we are on cue. 4:45 Eastern Standard Time. So, sun is out here at Charlotte. Starting here at 6 p.m. Race distance, 85 laps. So, we should be ending around 1-2 a.m. in-game. So, it's going to be late night once we do. But we're going to watch pit exit here once we get qualifying begun. Alright, I'm going to hope that we have everyone in the server now. I'll give it a couple more seconds.
Hi. I want to ask you, where are the track?
Everything's in announcements. Everything's in announcements. Or you can check the Race of Champions Discord channel.
OSRW.
Yeah, you will need OSRW, yes. You need to have that enabled early on. But yep, you need to enable.
Some other server or?
Server's up. Server's up. You can join it now. Once you have that, once you have all the cars installed and you have OSRW enabled in your Python settings, then you'll be able to join. All right, I'm gonna advance qualifying now, so just get ready. All right, let's get qualifying underway now. Here we go. Qualifying has begun. Let's swap it over to the live timing page. As you're going to see now, qualifying has begun. All right. So, for the beginning here, this 5-minute qualifying session.
Back up?
We are up. Yep, you're supposed to join. There's 5 minutes of qualifying left. All right, so unfortunately, due to single car qualifying rules in Assetto Corsa, we are unable to see the drivers on track, so you're going to be watching them on the timing sheets now. So it's going to be very interesting to see who takes pole position here. Lining it up. So, as the drivers have already crossed over the start-finish line, it's Danny Nasir, Martin Todd, Dante Abel, the top three, racing out on track. Looks like Dante's slowing down there. But yeah, you only got to worry about numbers.
I've already downloaded, but it says that the tracking car is missing.
Then install the tracking car to do a reinstall on them, if you already installed it once. So the driver's gonna have to be chasing a 30.791, which Martin Toth quickly beats out, which Andretta beats out, which Klaus tops in. Looks like nobody's topping him right now. 30.442. That's the time that the drivers have to beat. Luca Andretta P2 with a 30.459. Take a look at those top three times up there, and it's just gonna get faster. This driver's come around. It's a very, very quick qualifying session. 3 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. But the top three still staying good. No, it's Dante taking provisional pole with a 30.290. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. The race is coming up very shortly. In just about 3 minutes time, we're going to see all the cars on the grid. But we are watching qualifying now. Luca putting in his personal best up there. What are we going to see from Brandon Smith? Danny Nasir next to come across. No improvements from Brandon. Danny still P5 with a 30.687. Any improvements from the top three? I'm not seeing anything so far. Not yet. Klaus taking it into the pits. Webster across the line. No improvements from him there either. Roll per tab. Buggity, buggity, buggity. Not just yet. Save that till we get this one started. But everyone is excited. I think we have Seth Lee in the chat. Roll per tab. Of course, a lot of drivers here. So excited for this one. As there we see Danny Nasir. I think he's called it quits in the pits maybe. Or maybe refueling up, going for one last sprint. No improvements for any positions, but times are being improved. Lucas going a little bit faster. Webster as well faster, 31.085. Martin Toth slapping the wall there in corner exit. His lap is not going to be as fast as the others. Lance Nasir ready to come across the line. Still waiting on these times to go through. Minute 45 to go. It's very crucial to have track position early on in this race, as when everyone is going to be packed together, when racing speed gets up, it's going to be very important. Luca Andretta knows that, and he goes up into P2. It's a 30.402. But that 30.290 still looms above everyone's head as the fastest time in qualifying. Martin Toth faster than Klaus with a 30.432. Lance Nasir also improving, going up into P9, pushing down Brandon Smith in P10. Webster up there, no improvements from him. Luca Andretta gonna come across the line. Notes Danny Nasir next. No improvements position-wise. And we are under a minute. 1 minute to go in this qualifying session. We're seeing all the drivers and their times that they're gonna be able to set here to decide the grid. Klaus improves P3 for him. Webster across the line, nothing yet. 35 seconds. If you're not on track right now, if you're in the pits, you're not gonna be able to make a time. Final laps, if you're coming out the pits now. Lot of improvements. We're seeing Dante with an improvement, with a 2:18. Andretta across the line, nothing can be said. Lance Nasir, can he improve from that 31.7? No, he does not. Webster now. Across the line, 31.072, nothing from him. Here comes Danny. Across the line, still nothing. Timer's up. That means the next drivers who cross over that little pink line, that's their qualifying done. So far, no positions being changed up. I think Kirill was also able to get over the line. Lance Nasir, final lap for him. Nothing can be done. Webster, nothing. Danny Nasir, who was fastest all week. He's in P5. Can he shoot up the positions? No, he cannot. He stays where he is in P5. Kirill, nothing can be done. Luca, any improvements last minute? No, he cannot! And Lake, take a look at that! Pole position separated by 1/1000th of a second. Wow! Let's go tell the drivers. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your qualifying complete.
You guys are drafting?
Nope, there was no cars on track. All right, congratulations to your top three there, Dante. That is your first pole position here. Congratulations to you. Luca missing out by 1/1000th of a second, and then P3 going to Klaus. Okay, just want to quickly speed through everything you need to know for today's race. Just give me one moment. All right, so just bear with me for a second. I'm just going to go over everything. So, race 85 laps. Your fuel should be able to hold about, I think 87 laps, I believe. So yeah, just tailor for your pit stop strategies. So, under green flag racing conditions, pits are always going to be open. If it's a green flag, you can pit anytime you want. However, keep in mind, you need to make a mandatory tire change during the cautions of stage 1 and stage 2. So I will be announcing when we're under that stage caution. And once we are, that means you guys have to come inside the pits. So everyone's going to be dashing into the pits, making their tire change. You have to make a tire change in that stage 1 caution and in that stage 2 caution. Let's see here.
What if you make a tire change before the caution?
You could do that. You can do that, but you will still have to make a pit stop during the stage caution for tire change. You can change the tires before, but you will need to make another tire change again. So it'll be up to you to see, you know, is it worth pitting it earlier?
That's not something very smart. No.
Yeah, it's not smart.
No
it's smart at all. Yeah.
No strategy at all.
It's not smart at all if you do pit early. But in that final stage, you are able to make a, you know, it's gonna be a 35 laps long, so it's up to you what you want to do in that strategy. But under green, pits are always open, but you need to come into the pits and make a tire change during the stage caution. The pits under caution, when we go under yellow, rather it be for a crash on track, you're going to see OSRW say the pace car is out. So it's not going to say virtual safety car, where there's going to be a countdown. It'll say pace car is out. It's going to work the same way. It'll just appear on your screen a lot quicker. So if you have OSRW enabled, which you should, you will see that. If you do not have OSRW enabled, then you will receive an after race penalty automatically.
Why?
Well, because
how the hell do I enable this thing?
You have it enabled. If you were always able to see the lights on top of your like when we are under caution, if you're always able to see, you know, the game telling you green flag or yellow flag, then it's enabled. Last things you need to know, green flag running, once again, you can pit anytime you want there. Right now, this is going to be a half lap rolling start. So if you guys haven't noticed already, you're on the back straight. You're going to be doing a double file rolling start. So where you are right now, 100 kilometers maximum. Dante and Luca, you guys are controlling the pace, but it's 100 kilometers. We have 25 seconds left. Make sure to hit the go button now.
Can you make please a restart?
What do you need the restart for?
I don't have preset my setup.
Alright, we'll do a restart for you.
Thank you.
Just give it a moment, we're just gonna restart now.
How do I enable this OSR or whatever?
You need to go into your okay, so you need to exit.
I ain't got time for that. Just safety cars.
Right, yeah, okay. I will have to do that for you. Yes, okay, no problem. Yeah, so make sure you guys have your setup. Double check your setups right now. Sometimes they have a tendency of resetting at least your pit strategy. So just have a double check. You can head to your D-pad, and you can make sure you guys have that set up and ready to go. Other than that, that's everything you need to know. During the cautions, pits will be closed. So when a caution if a caution comes out at the top of your screen, pits are closed until I say pits are open. If you come in a closed pit, it'll be investigated and, you know, after race penalty, yada yada yada. That is everything you need to know. Once again, during the cautions and during the stage cautions, I will be back on voice chat, breaking it down when the pits are open and when you guys need to come in and just any helpful reminders. You're able to use this voice chat, communicate with any drivers if you want to communicate, help out each other, draft with each other. Just try to keep the chatter to a minimum. Don't have too many conversations in here. Best of luck to you guys. 50 seconds.
What was the speed in?
Once we don't have crazy people driving out there.
Klaus, caution through cautions and stages, it's 100 kilometers for through the caution. Yep. And yeah, once more, this is a rolling start. So once again, Dante and Luca, you guys are controlling the pace. 100 kilometers maximum. You guys are saying double file, and you're gonna see the VSC lights. You're gonna see the safety car lights come up on your screen, and yeah. Once you see the green flag on your screen, that's when we go racing, and obviously I will have to command that out, so Lance, you will hear that as well. So get ready, 14 seconds.
And entering the pit is on the back side?
Yes, you're entering and exiting pits on the back straight. All right, here we go. So remember, once the lights go out, it's 100 kilometers, no overtaking. All right, so the drivers...
The pace car, don't pass.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let this one begin here as all the drivers. Double file, guys, close up.
Let the guys give people space, the 2 rows.
Get ready.
They're cutting down.
Copy. Let's keep comms clear now. Here we go. As the drivers are all doubled up.
How long is the stage?
Buggity. Let's go racing!
Go!
Green flag. We are underway here at the Coke 600 at Charlotte! Couple cars bouncing off the walls there. They get back racing. It's Dante who leads us off, followed by, I think that's Danny Nasir. And there we see Martin Todd. No, that's actually Luca Andretta in P3 there. It's all gonna reset once we get over the line. Martin Todd trying to make a move onto the outside. Can't get it done. In the background, almost hitting the wall there. It's Martin Webster. You're gonna see all the leaderboard just swap up there on the left-hand side of your screen. Just about now. There we go. That's your official order. It's Dante who leads us off, followed by Luca Andretta. It's Martin Todd 3rd, Klaus 4th, Webster 5th, Lucas 6th, Danny 7th, Kirill 8th, Lance 9th, DeVille 10th, Brandon 11th. There we see on the outside, Martin Todd trying to make a move on the outside of Luca Andretta, but I think he's going to learn very quickly that it's going to be very difficult, but he swaps to the inside. Oh my goodness, 3 wide on the front straight. Martin Todd's having a monstrous run. Can he take the lead? He definitely got Andretta. He does. What a move. Martin Todd on the inside, watching Dante and Luca going up wide. What a move there from the youngster. The young driver, just 12 years old, making mincemeat after competition up at front. And now, as we enter lap 3, it's all about that tire saving. The driver's gonna be very easy on their tire wear. That's the most important part. So, Kirill, yeah, just to answer your question, it's lap 20 you guys are racing up to until the caution comes out for the stage. So you guys are all racing to lap 20. So just giving a reminder to all the drivers, let's get a bird's eye view of the action up above. So far, awesome stuff from all the drivers, keeping it clean, but that top 3 is looking very spicy. We're going to disable the... actually, we'll keep the names enabled, but don't worry about the number on that left-hand side next to it. Behind them, though, there we see Andretta is actually losing out to Klaus. Klaus getting the move done. In the back, Danny Nasir as well getting a move. Luca Andretta trying to fight back. He is struggling down there. Oh, Webster! Hard in the wall! Does he get it turned around? Yes, he does. The pack is away. We stay green. Of course, a multi-car incident early on in this race will have to trigger a caution, but lap 5 of 85, that looks to be our only major spin, but he will be able to get back in this one, that's for sure. Dante now looking to the inside, but that door quickly getting closed up by Martin Toth. Moves being made as well here. Danny Nasir looks to be... oh, is that damage? Is that damage? Yes, it is! Danny Nasir! Damage to the suspension. He's limping it back to the pits. In the background, though, or the foreground, I should say, the top 4 has closed up with each other. We go on board with Luca Andretta. I think that's what Danny feared. Fastest all week, having to pit now for damages. Oh, Martin Toth up ahead. I think just touching the wall. Luca now trying to pull a switch. Onto the inside of Klaus, he does get it! Dante goes wide as well! Luca, can he get the move done? Yes, he does! Luca shuffling up into P2, and Klaus is gonna get the move as well! Dante just losing out. So far, it's only Danny in the pits as it stands. So far, close racing from all the guys in that top 4. Can't keep our eyes off of this battle here. This is your battle for the race lead. Remember, these guys are racing until lap 20, until that caution comes out. So, Danny, just to remind you, once we go under caution, you'll get your lap back. Oh, and it's a big crash there!
Come on, man.
The pace car, don't pass,
So,
don't
safety
pass.
car deployed, safety car deployed. You guys are down to 100 kilometers, no overtaking. Luca Andretta slapping the wall there. Going for a half spin, the caution comes out. So 100 kilometers, leaders are on the back straight going into turn 3. No overtaking. Catch up to the leaders if you have not already. Danny, you are allowed to overtake the leaders, so after you're exiting pits there, you can overtake all the cars ahead of you. I believe you are 1 lap down. I will update you on that.
Our pits
are open. Pits are open. But the drivers, I think they're smart. I don't think any of them want to...
You have to go around.
You're just catching up to the leader and you're just staying behind them. Catching up to the queue, I should say. So yeah, Danny, you can overtake. All right, you've done so.
No, for like the pits.
Yeah,
Like,
pits are open. Pits are open, but of course you need to make a mandatory tire change during the stages. So we're under our regular caution right now. We're about 10 more laps until that stage. So first caution out for the day.
Oh, you getting your lap back if you pit now?
Nope.
And all the drivers all coming around here. Danny Nasir catching up to the queue there. Danny, slow down. You only get 1 lap by. You only get 1 lap. So next lap will be going green. That'll be the next lap.
Where's the pace car?
Exit turn 4. You're just about to catch them, so I'd say slow down your pace from here. So interestingly, DeVille entering the pits as the sun comes down here. So we're going to be going green at next time by. It'll be a single file restart, staying at the 100 kilometers. Interestingly, I think DeVille might be repairing for damages. He was in that contact between himself and Martin Webster early on in that incident there. Just a reminder, the top 10 is awarded stage points for the championship. So just a reminder on that. So DeVille still in pits.
Lance, pick up your pace.
So remember, we're going to go green on this lap, so keep it at 100 kilometers, guys. Let's get single file, complete single file. And start closing up. And DeVille is just about racing out of pits. DeVille, once you enter the banking, start to slow down. You will be catching up the field very, very closely. Get ready for the restart. Here we go, guys.
Go,
Green
go,
flag, green
go,
flag.
go, go!
Back under racing speeds now. And there we see a move already being done. Luca Andretta on the outside, trying to make a move done on, I believe that is Dante. Yes, it is. He's just about nudged his nose up ahead. Trying to get that move. He's boxed down, almost 3 wide. It is 3 wide. Bit of contact between the two. Dante shovels down to P4. There we see in the back, Lance this here losing a position to Martin Webster, as well as Lucas losing out to Kirill. But we get out back to racing speed now. It's Luca Andretta on the inside of Klaus. Has to back out this time around. Can't make it work. The sun is coming down here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're going to be entering the night very shortly. The pack is bunched up together very well, and the gaps are looking to open up as Martin Toth and Klaus are going to be working together. They are teammates, but not in this championship. Side by side, though. Martin Webster, oh, just hitting the inside there. Ah, Danny swipes. Martin Webster, can Martin save it? No, he cannot. Who is that for a spin? Martin, a pirouette, 360. Gets back driving. Clipped Danny Nasir, but luckily was able to save it. Danny Nasir is a lap down, so he's just trying to survive in this pack here. There's a hungry pack as they all engulf him, but he will get his lap back. Klaus, though, I was mentioning earlier, he is teammates with his with Martin Toth in that Valhalla Ragnarok collab there, but it's Luca Andretta who's trying to spoil the party with just 6 laps before the caution comes out. Luca takes P2 there. They're racing to the line now. 15 of 20 here in this first stage, about to come to an end. Dante, also up there, bit of lag from him. Tries to look to the inside, he sees Klaus just drifting up the track. Back in the slipstream, look at the clouds up in the sky as the evening comes out. The sun comes down, almost contact there between Dante and Klaus. Kirill behind Dante as well. Could be potentially making a move there. 4 laps to go in this first stage. And there we see Klaus still struggling with those tires up ahead. Dante might have a run. It looks like he is going to. Dante pulls to the outside. Klaus trying to shut the door, can't be done. Dante around the outside. Can he get the move done? Just about. Klaus is going to want to tuck back in because Dante has made that move done. Oh, what was that? Kirill just losing out. The rear end just fishtailing out of turn 2. Losing out a bit of time. Those tires are definitely overheated like crazy. But now Luca Andretta starts to set his sights on Martin Toth with just 3 laps to go. As there they go, racing past our screens there. Oh, and take a look at this. Klaus trying to inch up there in the back. I did also see Lance Nasir.
Stop driving all over the track, Luca. Jesus.
Oh, was Lance Nasir going a bit off track. Oh, contact is made between the two. Lance Nasir drifting a little bit wide. Lucas running a little too deep, I presume, trying his best to keep the competition behind.
Nice timing, Brandon.
Let's keep it clear, guys. Leaders, final lap in the stage, final lap. Once all drivers have come across the line, once you've come across the line, there'll be no overtaking. Once I've seen the last car come across the line, then the caution will come out. Martin Toth looking pretty strong out here. Luca can't find the speed to catch up to him. Klaus is looking confident as well. Brandon Smith side by side with Lance Nasir. Oh, contact is made. What was Lance Nasir doing? Lance, did he turn in? I'm not too sure. But we look back up. Martin Toth is going to win stage 1. Followed by Luca, Andretta, Dante Abal. Klaus Kirill is going to come across the line now. Brandon, DeVille, Lance.
Thanks, Brandon.
What a move there. Ooh.
Slow car ahead.
Our pit's open.
The pace car.
Pits are closed, pits are closed, pits are closed. Pits are closed, pits are closed.
Where's Webster going? He can't drive past me.
Yeah, if you're, just make sure you guys are not overtaking. If you did, just let the position back.
I just drove right by me.
Pits are closed, pits are closed, pits are closed this time by. And looks like
Thought it was the last lap.
Lucas entering pits before that stage ended there. All right, pits are now open. Pits are now open.
Yeah, after we pass the start.
Correct, yeah. Lance, you need to catch up. What are you doing, Lance? Need to catch up to the queue. Oh, what is Lance this here doing? He's had an issue, maybe? With this wheel, I'm not too sure what's going on with Lance Nasir. Just stopped on the track for a moment. So yeah, pits are open. Martin, 100 kilometers. And yep, enter in the back straight. Enter on the back straight. Single file once you guys are entering in.
Are we allowed to speed in pits?
It's gonna be 80 kilometers in pits.
No, I mean like on the...
On the exit, no, it's 100 kilometers.
Alright.
So remember, no overtaking. Lucas, just just let through Danny and Nasir back. So, pit road is busy now. All the drivers coming in. Who's going to win it off of pit road? If you're on track, it's 100 kilometers. If you're on the track, it's 100 kilometers. Once you exit pit road, it is also 100 kilometers. Pit road is busy. Dante coming in for his stop. Luca, Toth also all in there. I'm going to take a look at it from above. Pit lane looking busy. Who is going to win the race off of pit road? It's going to be very, very interesting. There we see Luca Andretta, Dante Abal also off track. Oh, and it is Luca P1, Dante P2, Toth third,
Race director,
Klaus
can you hear me?
fourth. Correct, yep.
Hear me?
Yes.
Where am I? Am I in the lead lap still?
I will let you know in just a moment. I was gonna let you by once we were doing all the pit stops. So just stay put. Just stay put.
I'm gonna pit in a minute.
Yep. If you haven't pit, guys, you need to pit. Luca, you are the leader, so it's 100 kilometers. So you stay 100 kilometers.
Yeah, look at the guy that made me go into the wall and made.
Copy.
Race director, look at the guy that made me go into the wall. He's rubber banding all over the place, and I didn't realize that. Luca or something like that, Lucas or something, and he put me into the wall because he's rubber banding.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
copy.
he's driving all over the place.
Copy. Thank you.
One guy understeered into me at the beginning of the race. That's why there was the caution. That was also kind of not fun, but never mind.
Can I speed up to catch the pack?
Yes. If you haven't caught up to the pack, you can speed up. Danny Nasir coming in for his stop. Of course, he has to make his stop. I think Lucas also needs to. Lucas, a lot of drivers are saying that his ping, his
I can unlock
connectivity.
myself.
Give me one moment. When you are caught up to the queue, I'll let you know. Once we have everyone on track, then I'll proceed with the unlapping. So make sure you guys have made your mandatory stops under this caution. If you haven't, you need to come in, change your tires. So, Lucas, your ping looks to be fine.
Let's pick up your things. You gotta pick up a piece to catch up the pack.
Let's see here. Danny Nasir up there as well.
My lap down.
I'll let you know in a moment. Alright, the following drivers can unlap themselves. When I call your name, you're able to overtake and come around. It's only one lap you're getting. DeVille, you can overtake. DeVille, you can overtake on the outside. Outside. Danny, you can overtake. Danny, you can overtake. Lance, you are fine where you
Glance,
are.
we're in the corner. Glance, we're in the corner. Let me crash.
Am I allowed to overtake?
One moment, just double checking. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Lance, you can overtake.
Am I 1 lap down or 2 laps down?
Just one.
I'm not locked down, right?
You are not. You are not. All right. So caution so far with the unlapping, and with pit stops being made, we'll be
Brandon,
back
don't
under
drive
green
into me
in a
again,
lap.
okay?
Yeah, just don't chop my nose off.
Lance Nasir, Brandon Smith, a little bit of heat between each
The
other.
stage is 20 laps too.
Yeah, it's all 20 laps. And then stage 3, I think.
Am I in the lead lap yet?
Just give me a moment. Danny, it is saying you're actually in the lead.
So I shouldn't be in the lead
What?
then.
You should not be in the
I
lead.
think
That's
it
not
could
right.
be because when Klaus, when the stage was done, Klaus and Danny's like just.
Oh, did they
zoomed
stay
by.
out?
They zoomed by us, and then Danny stayed in front because I think he didn't know what to do then.
No, but I stayed down and let you guys go in the pit. And then when you guys went into the pit, I didn't pit. That's how come I ended up in the lead.
Okay.
supposed
All
to
right,
pit.
all right, Danny. So you pull over to the side of the road, let everyone
Yeah.
overtake you, and once they overtake you,
Right.
you'll just queue back in.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but they gotta come along, so I gotta stop.
Yeah, just stop where you are, and we'll
Yeah,
go
okay.
we'll go green in about 2 laps.
Okay.
Danny was.
Yeah, I didn't pit. That's how I ended up in the lead.
Yeah, I didn't realize you did not pit. That's my apologies.
That's what I said. You're leaving no strategy up to anybody.
So, Danny Nasir just gonna file back in, but the guys are ready to go racing, which they will be in just a moment's time.
Yeah, this looks like the sprint races.
Whatever.
So we're gonna go green on this lap, Green on this lap. All right, so all the drivers looking. Danny, stop. Just stop completely there. It's quicker. So all the drivers now coming around to begin stage 2. All right, Dan, you can start rolling. Start rolling as soon as the whole pack passes you. Then you can file back in. Get ready for the green flag. All right, here we go. Luca Andretta is going to lead us off, followed by Dante Abal and Martin Toth. As the drivers come around T4, let's sound it off.
Go,
Green
go,
flag, green
go,
flag.
go, go!
Back under racing speed, finally! And we can get this one underway. Oh, a driver going off the track there. Who is that? Is that Brandon Smith? Yes, it is. Oh, hits the wall. Just about avoids the action behind him. Meanwhile, Dante Abal side by side with Luca Andretti. Martin Toth just under there behind him now. It looks like Brandon Smith took it to the pits. Towed it to the pits. Might be a retirement from him. Martin Toth watching the action unfold in front of him. Luca Andretti battling with Dante very hard as they go into one. Dante on the high side is going to keep that lead. You guys are racing to 45, lap 45. And looks like, yep, it has confirmed Brandon Smith retirement for him, unfortunately. Hitting the wall very hard. There might have been a lot of damage to repair. Oh, in the background, though, Martin Webster!
Yo!
Martin, just watch the blocking. Oh, it's Kirill! Off the track there! Oh, big flip!
Bro.
The pace car, the pace car.
Huge wreck!
Man.
All right, so caution out, 100 kilometers. Pits are closed. Huge wreck in the back. Kirill was off. DeVille up there as well. Car going into the catch fence momentarily. Scary wreck up there. Wow. Oh my goodness, that was just unbelievable. Huge wreck going in the T1. Kirill Chevette's retirement, too much damage. All right, the cleanup's very quick. We're gonna go green on this lap. So just get ready. And wow, that was a hard hit. Dante, as everybody see in the chat, some cheers going on to Dante Abal. He leads us for this restart now. Luca Andretti behind him. Martin Toth still third. Top three just swapping places with each other. I think Kirill is able to hop back out on track. Yes, he is. Kirill, once you enter turn 3, slow that car down. You're going to be catching up the queue very quick. Let's get the restart underway. Get ready.
Go,
Green.
go!
Back under racing speed once more. Quick cleanup, and the drivers get back under racing speeds now. Martin Toth on the outside. Luca Andretti kind of boxed in as he tried to draft up Dante, and that's not helped him because there we see Toth on the outside. Can he make a move on Luca Andretti? Doesn't look like he has the momentum. He's going to stay to the outside. Luca, though, trying to make it 3 wide on the back straight. Having the action unfold in the background. Klaus, Martin, Lucas on the background. Take a look at this, though. Dante Abal on the inside. Martin Toth finding the speed on the outside. Has to tuck back in, though. Cannot get the position done. Lap 33 of 85. And what a race this is turning out to be now. Is about to enter the second stage. Martin Webster defending hard from Lucas. Both of them have been defending very hard, especially Martin. I think that's what potentially caused that Constantina effect of an incident as we had in turn 1 just now. But back up front, looks like Dante is able to open up that gap now to 5/10. Half a second between each other. Luca Andretti, P3. Trying to get a good run there onto the inside, possibly. Nope, he's going to have to back out. Tries to go the long way around, actually drifting up a little bit too much. Narrowly avoids the wall, losing a lot of time. Here comes Klaus. Klaus now trying to get a very good run, just 10 laps to go in this stage. Klaus on the outside, nothing can be done, has to back out. Meanwhile, a bit of positions going on in the back. There we see DeVille down there. Kirill a lap down, needs to get his lap back. And the gaps are starting to spread apart as, ooh, DeVille very wide on turn 4. Gets back under. Lance Nasir also up there. P9 back up. But there you see Dante, a second now he's opened up that gap. Kirill is putting in some personal best though. Looking very quick. Meanwhile, here comes Danny. On Lucas Lahr, the German against the Canadian. Danny hits the wall. Gonna get some body damage and he's gonna lose all that momentum. Meanwhile, Kirill trying to fight back, making his life a bit easier for him. This is trying to get himself unlapped. Meanwhile, though, Luca Andretti has started to close up that gap to himself and Martin Toth. There you see them both racing past our screens there. Luca Andretti on board with him now. Just backs out into 1. Lap 38 of 45 until we enter stage number 2. As they all race now, it's Dante who's pulled that gap 1.4. This championship, might I remind you, it was Luca who used to dominate this. And in this very championship, ooh, was that somebody in the wall there? I think Klaus might have touched the wall. He lost a bit of momentum on corner exit, but it was Luca who normally dominated this NASCAR Cup Series. All right, now he is falling off a little bit on the pace, trying to fight against Martin Toth. As they enter lap 40, Lance Nasir, DeVille, exit turn 4. Ooh, it's very close. Both of them sliding up the wall at the same time. Has to back out. Up ahead, though, it's Luca Andretti still chasing Martin Toth down. But when is he going to make that move? What's up, 48K TJ? As there we see a door could be open. No, Luca slides up the track. Any of you guys watching this live, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. The racing looking very fast out there. I think P6 is also tossing for positions. That's Danny Nasir, who's just able to get ahead of that queue behind him. Let's go rear camera of Martin Toth, and there you see he's able to open up that gap. I think Luca's really abusing those tires. He knows that he was under caution for a longer time, so the tires were not as used up as you'd think they would be. But so far, it looks like that grip is just coming to an end. So just a reminder, it's lap 45 you're racing to. Lap 45. 45 will be the final lap. Race direction just nudging in there for a moment, letting everyone know when we have our caution coming up next. But the top 4 looking at very quick split between each other. We got to go down to maybe P10, as there we see Kirill kind of in the middle of everything. As he's trying to catch up. Remember, he is not racing for position at the moment. He is a lap down from that incident he had earlier. But he's looking very fast as he's trying to get on the inside of Danny Nasir. Of course, Danny should not be worrying about it, and probably is going to let him go. And yes, he does. Lets him buy on the inside.
Half race to go.
And we get the half race mark.
Half race to go.
We're at the halfway stage of this one. Taking it back up to the front, though, it is Dante Abal, who's, look at that lead. Between first and second, that is 2.3 seconds. Final lap for you, Dante. Once you've crossed over the line, there'll be no overtaking. You can slow down your pace. That goes for everyone. Once you've crossed over the line for lap 45. As we enter the halfway stage of this one, Dante races to the line, looking very fast with 2.3 seconds to spare. It's all going to be deleted and restarted back up for the restart. As Dante evolves, he comes around turn 4. He's going to take home stage 2 of this race here at the Coke 600. Toth P2, Luca P3, Klaus 4th, Martin and Kirill both racing to the line. Kirill has nothing to worry about. Or I should say Martin has nothing to worry about. As they race down to the line, that is going to be all the drivers coming across.
The pace car, don't pass.
So, yellow's out, yellow's out.
And the right front just pops at the end of each stage. Like, it's crazy.
Pits are closed. I'll let you guys know when they're open, but they are closed. So, under the yellow for the second stage. I will let you know when. Kirill, you can overtake. Everyone else, you are all on the lead lap. So there you see Kirill racing down, trying to get his lap back. He's going to catch up to the queue. Pits are open. I know you guys can dive down the blue line. You can dive down the blue line if you've already passed the back straight. All right, here we go. The race off of pit road is going to be very interesting now. This is the last mandatory pit stop that all of them have to make. After that, it's anything goes. They can pit whenever they want. Oh, Lance Nasir, what has happened to him? Oh, he stopped on track. What has gone on to him? Lance Nasir stopped on the racetrack, trying to put it into gear, finds gear. All right. Pit lane is busy. We're going to see who comes out on top. We saw Luca come out in the last stage, so it's going to be very interesting to see what goes on here. Pits are open, and it looks like Dante and Martin Toth going to race across the line. It's Dante who takes P1, Martin Toth P2, Luca 3rd, Klaus 4th. Let's keep an eye out on those pit stops there. Continuing on, who's going to be 5th? It's still a race on pit road now. Ooh. Looks like Kirill might have jumped his box there. P5, Danny Nasir. Taking it for him. And, oh, Lucas and Martin Webster going to race down. And Martin Webster is going to take that position there. P6 for him. Lucas P7 in his debut there. Kirill parked it completely. He's retired out of this race. That's his race complete. So 100 kilometers, and no overtaking.
Can you try to catch the pack?
Yep. You're free to catch up the pack. And there we see DeVille is going to race down, as well as Kirill. Kirill and DeVille, you can overtake. And Lance Nasir in pits finally. After having an issue on track.
Okay, resurrect a couple of things.
Copy.
Resurrect.
Yep, go on.
All right. One guy just come out of pit, passing everybody.
That's because he was allowed to. I just allowed him to.
Who was that?
That was unlapping. Would have been both DeVille and Kirill. They are unlapping.
Okay, you already give Kirill one lap at the beginning of the caution. Why are you giving him a second?
No, it's because when he entered pits, he's just filing around to the back. Like,
No.
Any
At the
race.
beginning of the caution, you told him to unlap himself, so he took a lap back. Then he went into the pits. He come out to the pits. You told him to unlap himself again.
Yes,
You're
yeah.
giving him 2 laps in the caution. You only gave me 1.
2 laps down.
He's just cycled to the back. He's just cycled to the back. He's still a lap down.
Yeah, but you can't give him 2 laps.
It's just clearing. It's just clearing. The car's ahead. We're gonna go green on this lap. You don't want guys who are fighting for blue flag and you're racing against them. This is the final stage, so we're gonna clear the guys out. Everyone in front of you are all for position. That goes for everyone now. Of course, he's still a lap down. So remember, we're gonna go green on this lap. You guys are
what lap are we
checkered flag, till the checkered flag.
Ah.
So strategy is all up in your hands. You guys can pit if you want to. That's not mandatory, but you are allowed to do what you want in this last phase of this race. You guys are racing to the checkered flag. Good luck. I'll let you guys know when we go green. In a couple seconds now, actually. All right, as the drivers are getting ready, single file, single file. No more weaving, no more weaving.
I
Here
guess
we go,
I'm a
the
lap
fi-
down, right?
Yes.
And he didn't get his
Green flag, green flag, green flag. And here we go, back up to racing speed now. Martin Toth on the outside of Dante Abol. They're not racing to any more cautions. They're racing to the checkered flag. This is where we get one all underway. Now it's up to the drivers. Is it save tires now or push? And worry about the consequences later on. We go green now. Toth around the outside. Can he make the move done?
Danny's
Dante.
lagging. He's just jumped back into me.
Copy. We'll look at it. And there we see, ooh, Martin Webster. Martin, watch the defense. Keep an eye on the car side by side with you. Toth as well up ahead. Side by side momentarily, but just backed off. Toth's gonna try to tuck back in. These two guys are fighting very hard. Tries to go around the outside again. These guys are using up their tires like crazy. Meanwhile, in the
Danny's
background.
teleporting.
I'll look at the ping. Danny Nasir is apparently having some connectivity issues. Nope, Danny, you are fine. Could be your side. Oh, and take a look at the packed racing back here. Oh, Martin Webster! Martin, that might have been all on you there, buddy, but oh my goodness, take a look at the pack racing up here! Lucas and Danny following each other into the wall! Momentarily, but Martin Webster, I just watched him, like, turn into him almost, maybe.
Lucas a lap down and he's in 5th and he just passed me. You just screwed everything up.
Please just keep comms clear, that's my job.
What? Yeah, but he's in 5th. Why is he ahead of me? And he's a lap down.
He's on the lead lap. It was Kirill that's a lap down. Again, just keep racing.
Kirill is ahead of me in 5th, dude. He's not a lap down.
And Danny Nasir, very confused there of what's going on, but we've
What's
already
this Luca guy's problem, man?
My CPU.
Your CPU?
If your CPU...
Yes!
Let's get off the track!
It was for
guys,
2 seconds like 99%. It's my bad, sorry.
Alright, no worries there. If it still strains you, you could like try to slow down and try to get out the pack. And see if it tries to calm down there.
It was just for 2 seconds.
Yeah, just for 2. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. If it happens again and it starts to strain, just try to back off.
Okay.
If you're in the pack, yeah.
Okay, understanding.
Meanwhile, Kirill up there now. Followed by Luca Andretti. A lot of drivers there. Having a little bit of heat coming to the end of this. Everything was unfolding as we saw all that pack racing going off there at the end. Coming to the very end of this one. Lap 57 of 85. Let's get our heads down and wrapped around. The top two absolutely checked out. That's Martin Toth and Dante Abal. But the rest, ladies and gentlemen, it's just getting started. Danny Nasir trying to hold back the queue. Actually, it could be Luca Andretta up there. Yeah, it is Luca. Looks like Luca might have had a bit of a spike there. And there we see Klaus and Danny side by side on the front straight. Oh, Danny touches the wall. Just about saves it. Now DeVille is going to have a chance to get back in it. In the slipstream, tucked in. Looks to the outside. The outside is working a lot. It's going to be interesting to note. Here comes Lucas. And meanwhile, there we see Luca Andretta and Klaus Klint trading positions as they head into lap 59. The tires are just going to get worse if all the guys are going to be continuing to go side by side with each other. But this is some action-packed racing that we're seeing here. Here comes DeVille. Look to the outside. Switch to the inside. Couldn't get it done there. A tenth between each other. As Danny's just trying to defend as hard as he can, but I think he's trying to save tires. It's a difference between who is pushing all the way and who's just trying to save to the end. And I think Danny Nasir and DeVille is a great example of who's doing what. Lap 60 of 85. Nothing can save them now, only cautions. But back up the field now. Martin Toth falling behind 1.2 to Dante. And Dante, man, debut race. I'll say it now. There has only been one driver in the history of Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club who has won on their debut race, and that goes all the way back to Mosport at IMSA this year. Can Dante Abal add his name to that very, very exclusive list? We'll find out. Anything can happen here in the world of NASCAR. And meanwhile, what we're seeing right now is all the drivers just spreading out. But you look at that mini-map, first and second checked out of this hotel. Staying on board with DeVille Park, trying to look for a move against Danny, and they both caught up to Luca Andretta. This is going to be interesting because Danny Nasir, as he's lagging a bit. He is, in fact, lagging. We heard complaints from Martin Webster, who has retired early on. Or late on, I will say, in this race. But Danny Nasir looking at his championship rival, Luca Andretta, for position. Luca and Danny, both of them are saving up tires to the end of this one. But now Danny looks to the inside. Can he get that move? No, he's going to have to slow down. DeVille looks to the outside. Can't get it either. Your fight for P5. Looks to the inside. Switches now side by side with Luca Andretta. P1 and P2 and the championship 7. And looks like, DeVille on the outside.
How is it possible that I'm still locked down?
No, you're fine.
It shows me the blue flag.
On our side, it says you're P3. I'll keep an eye on it. Just keep racing. Oh, and what is going on here? Slowing down is Kirill, because I think Kirill might be entering pit road, maybe. Is he? Oh, big lockup. Oh, my goodness. Almost.
What was that, Kirill?
Sorry. I locked up.
That was very, very close. Almost caused the big one here at Charlotte. Kirill, though, is making an interesting pit stop here, splitting up the final stage, and is going to have fresh tires to the end of it. Will it work out for him? The first one who's going to be making a gamble. Remember, guys, you're entering the pits on the back straight if you are. You're entering and exiting pits on the back straight. As they all race across the line, lap 67, there we see Kirill exiting pit lane. Oh, who was that behind him? Apologies for that there. Not too sure who that was behind. But they just went all out of shape. And drivers are coming in. Martin Toth is actually in the pits as well. Klaus and Dante stay out. This is going to be interesting for Dante because he's fighting in it. Does he enter pits? Yes, he does! All the drivers are entering pits, splitting this up. Oh, is that an incident? Looks like it. On the entry of pit road, trying to figure out who that is. If we can, not too sure. But they got it back underway. P7 might have been Lucas. Leader is in the pits as well. Klaus stays out. Ladies and gentlemen, Klaus, if he stays out for the entirety of this race, we have ourselves a game of cat and mouse. We don't know. We don't know. Will Klaus pit? Will he stay out? He's in prime position that could win this one. Luca is also staying out on track. Danny Nasir up there as well, P3. The game of chess. I said those exact same words earlier this year, the very first race of 2023. It was Monza, the DTM World Championships, where Daniel Williams having an early pit stop, going for a gamble, and the game of chess played out. Klaus, Luca, Danny, 3 drivers who have not stopped. And I think Danny Nasir actually is I'm gonna eat my words there because Danny Nasir is gonna come in. It's up to these two. Klaus and Luca. 2 drivers who are gonna stick it out. But remember, they're gonna have to focus on cars who are a lap down. Kirill is one of them who is a lap down. Danny, oh! Running into the barriers there, or maybe he's just missed out. That is a rookie mistake from him switching to gears. No, he's retired. Why did he retire? Danny Nasir is out. Why did Danny retire? Did he hit the wall? I'm not too sure, but he was running in P3. What has happened to Danny Nasir? He could have gotten points from this race. Crucial ones at that. Exits swiftly. Doesn't make it to pit road. Not too sure what's happened to him there. So that just leaves 2 drivers who stayed out and 16 seconds a gap between the top 2 have not pitted and Martin Toth, who's done a 30.7, who has. Oh my goodness. Lap 72 of lap 85. It comes down to it. Kirill Chevet's personal best for him, a 30 as well. The times are getting quicker and quicker for the new tires. Those pit stops are working like a charm. Take a look at this. Klaus just letting go of Kirill. Kirill finally completing every single driver. He's unlapped himself, and now he is down to every car up ahead is for position. It looks to be. Starting from Dante, who is on the back straight. Kirill just entering turn 1. Exiting turn 2. 12.8 seconds between Martin Toth and Luca Andretta. Lap 74 of 85, 11 to go. DeVille, fastest lap, 31.3. We're going to take a look at Klaus's lap time here, as well as Luca. They're at a point where it's no return. You can't pit now. You're going to lose this race. Klaus, 32.5, 2 seconds a lap. The guys are getting 11 seconds, 32.8 for Luca. 30.6 for Dante. Chevette's coming across the line, getting a slipstream of Lucas. 31.3. Ooh, it goes a little bit deep there. Can we see this one green to the end? 9.3 seconds. This is going to be some classic NASCAR. Coming to the end of this one. 9 seconds between Toth and Luca Andretti. 8.7, 8.6. Take a look at that gap. It's coming down to an 76 of 85. We're at now. 8.18 seconds. He's just gained a lap. A second in a lap. Wow. DeVille also very quick. He's kind of towing him along. Lance Nasir. Next overtake for Toth. No worries for him. Oh, it's contact. Lance Nasir drifting up the road. That's the used tires talking. Toth trying to switch to the inside. Toth knows he has a lot of things going on for him. Cannot get held up now. But once he gets past him, which he does, it's clear road to Luca Andretti. 6.5. It's lap 78 of 85. Oh my goodness. Does the game of chess work? Luca, 4.3 seconds to Klaus. Is just limping himself. He sees Klaus ahead of him. But he's going to need a miracle because Toth is coming up. 5.7. P2, Dante Abal, next up to pass. DeVille Park and Lance Nasir, they both drift up wide. Dante foot down as you hear it. Lance Nasir lets him through. Dante, clear road up ahead. Oh, that's left his positions. Oh, Lance Nasir touching the wall. Gets back on the track. 4.2. Martin Toth. Oh my goodness, this is coming down to the wire. 3.8. And now we get to a point of when does Martin Toth's tires get worn up, because we're getting to a point where Martin has been pushing. There you see him. He's in the 31s now. 31-0. Those tires are used up. They can't do 30s anymore. So now it's down to the last 6 laps here at the Coke 600 at Charlotte. Look how slow Klaus is limping. 3.7. But 2.5 now. Maybe Dante. He did pit a lap later than Toth. Could be a difference. Hold on a second, though. Check this out. Martin Toth, 1.5. 33.0 for Luca, 31. He's still 2 seconds faster. DeVille with a personal best. And Martin Toth sees blood in his sight. That's the Swiss Superman of Luca Andretti. Can Luca hold on for 5 laps? Just 5. It's really coming down to it. Martin Toth, oh no, look at this. Luca Andretti, no leg to stand on. Luca, absolutely mincemeat on the outside. Is Luca gonna fight? He tries to, he cannot. Martin Toth is P2, and the next car ahead for the race lead is Klaus Klint. 3 seconds, and that gap is going down very fast. Where's Dante? Dante, 1/10. Luca Andretti is going to be kicking himself that he did not take the opportunity to pit. He played the game, and oh, he's just hitting the wall there. Oh, man. Klaus is running for his life with 3 to go. 3 laps to do it. It's a nail-biting finish here at Charlotte. 1.2 the difference. Is Martin gonna get him? It looks to me that he is going to get him. Maybe next lap. Dante just behind. If Klaus can hold him up, there could be a chance. No! Klaus goes wide. Martin Toth takes the lead at Charlotte. The game of chess has played out for him. Dante now went through.
Which one I am, because it shows me the blue flag.
Not too sure. Just race to the end. Just race to the end. It'll be calculated. The game of chess has played out. Martin Toth taking the lead. Next up is Dante. And with 2 laps to go, they're going to be entering the white leading. Martin Toth with a masterclass strategy. 1 to go from Charlotte Sololablanca. Dante now has 1 car to overtake as well. Klaus is fighting for P2. Dante is pushed very hard. Can he get him on the back straight for the final time? Looks to the inside. Klaus is holding on for dear life. Can't get it done. Dante outside. Klaus inside. Dante gonna get the move done. Yes, he is. But around turn 4, it's Martin Toth who wins it at Charlotte. Klaus is gonna lose out to P2 because Dante Abal unfortunately cannot get the win. It's gonna take P2 in his debut race. Luca P4. And Kirill is going to in fact finish in P5. Wow. Just incredible. And Martin Toth let the invisible smoke show. You're P5. You're P5.
I don't know, maybe something wrong. It's showing me that I'm P10.
I'll look at it right after the stream for you. I'll let you know. But let the celebrations begin. The CMRSC celebration cam on the drone for your race winner and the greatest strategy I've ever seen, Martin Toth. Wow. Incredible. Just incredible. Dante P2, Klaus P3. Toth is a killing up those tires. Wow, I will say the end of that race was such a nail biter there. Wow. Okay, so let's go through the top 3, starting with 3rd place. Klaus, do we have you on a mic? Alright, just give me one moment. Just turn your volume up here.
You hear me?
Yep. This is just my side. Klaus, you tried to play a game of chess while the others looked like they were playing checkers. The tire wear just managed to get you at the end, but you finished P3. Take us through that whole race.
Yeah, it was amazing. I had a good race all the way up. It was like 4 guys fighting in the top all the time. And strategy was okay. Starting out with a lot of fuel. So I only have to make a small amount in the start. And then the last race, I know I could go like 70 laps on 1 set of tires, so I was not that big afraid, but I was stuck about Luca for some times. I didn't really know if I should take over because I want to save my tires, but then I got a lot of traffic coming up, so I just have to get away so I get into free space. And then I saw Martin and Dante was going to the pit, so I said, yeah, maybe, but I could not push it anymore in the end. My tire was gone.
Wow.
And those 2 guys just hit me on the last lap, so that's how it is. But it was a good race, definitely.
Very good race. You managed to just get yourself at the very end, but unfortunately just could not hold off those fresher tires. Yeah, it was really a game of survival there for you, but you managed to finish at the bottom step of the podium. Congratulations, though. That was an excellent race from you. P2, Dante, do we have you on a mic?
Yeah, sorry, but I don't speak English.
All right, well, I'll get...
What a race.
Yeah, take us through it. Just let us know your thoughts on that one.
Sorry, I don't know what to say, but
speechless.
Yeah, what a race for the first time to race here, and
yeah.
Now thank you for letting me race.
For sure. Yeah, that was a great result from you. Of course, you did take the tires in that strategy towards the end, and it played off for you very well for you to finish P2. Very, very fast on track, I will say. So I hope we could see you in future race events. That was a great race from you there. So can't wait to see you in the future if you do plan to race with us very soon.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Awesome, man.
I will be racing here.
Awesome. And you had many everyone in the chats, everyone in the crowd cheering you on. That was a good race from you. So congratulations on your second place. And in our race win, and I will say probably one of the greatest strategy calls I've seen for a long time, Martin Toth. Martin, do we have you on the mic?
Yeah.
First of all, take us through the strategy. What was the strategy looking like at the end?
I was trying to push from the start of the session, so my tires died in a half of the stint. So then I had some, I don't know, I jumped off of a little bit, and I was just keeping up the pace.
Yeah, that was an amazing result there from you. You were putting in 30.2s, while the other guys were putting in 30.4s. Was it planned from the beginning about the pit stop that you were going to have at the end of this race, or was that just out the blue?
I was thinking about it, I think, at the first pit stop of this race, maybe. Yeah.
Well, awesome
but
result
it
there.
was a very good strategy,
Yep. Yeah, it's awesome to see you coming back and racing and taking the top step as per usual normally when you race with us. So congratulations on your race win.
Thank you.
And that is going to do it. This was the penultimate round of this championship. One race to go. Well, I will say 2 races to go, split into 2. We have the GTE category and the DPI category, where there'll be 2 separate races between each other. We're staying at Charlotte for the finale, and you guys are going to be taking on the road course. That server is going to be up in a couple moments time. That's going to do it here at Charlotte. You're free to leave the server now, the Discord voice chat, and yeah, we'll hope to see you all next week. That was an excellent race from you guys, and yeah, have a good rest of your evening, guys. And that's going to do it here at Charlotte for the first of 3 races here. Wow, man. NASCAR is just awesome, man. If you think it's left turn, left turn, left turn, think again, because that is what I call strategy at the end. The game of chess played out for Martin Toth. That's going to do it here for the oval side of things. Next week, it's going to be, of course, the long-awaited but unforgettable IMSA. It's IMSA Assetto Corsa Sports Car Championship. We go to the Roval, where the drivers are going to be taking a different left turn to the infield. The lights are going to be up on a different section of this track. 2 races to go, all done on the same day. The Porsche GTE and the Acura DPI. Who is going to take it? We are just 1 week away from the end of the 2023 Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club season. Who is it going to be for the end of this championship? Who is going to take home the crown of being Caribbean Motor Racing Champion of 2023? Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. We'll see you next week for the finale.